Hello, good evening, and welcome to TC Network. I am Tingay Tim Hoki bringing you today's news. Today's top stories include More CSOs condemn brutality of Mayday commandos over innocent school teacher. Koto strongly condemns Kukizo houses set ablaze by Maydays in Imphal. Coronavirus claims 12 lives within 24 hours in India. News in details. The St. George Catholic Church More issued a press statement regarding its displeasure over Mayday commandos' brutality on Peter Holkulal Mate, who was thrashed badly on the 31st day of December 2023 while going home. The press statement reads, Peter Holkulal Mate is the incumbent General Secretary of Catholic Youth Action of the Church. He is a well-educated, sincere, and faithful youth leader. He also serves the society as an assistant teacher in Bethel High School, More. He has a vibrant personality and serves the society with heart and soul in both education and religious sector. On 30 December 2023, while returning home from the school, he was arrested by More police commandos and dragged him to their complex. After removing his dress, he was thrashed and tortured beyond third degree until he was unconscious. At early dawn, he was dropped at Dharamsala, along with their evil motive to let him die there, so that the matter be not known to the public. He was also warned not to disclose the matter to Central Forces or CSOs, but the merciful God who sees everything let him reach his home and let the matter known to all. The press statement signed by Linus H. Mate, Chairman, St. George Catholic Church, Solomon, General Secretary, St. George Catholic Church, More, and David Ngaite, Chairman, Catholic Youth Action, St. George Catholic Church, More. Father said, Commando snatched his mobile phone and scooty, which are with them till death. Now, the victim is undergoing treatment at Lamka District Hospital and is diagnosed to suffer from multiple bone fractures, beside multiple bruises all over his body. Therefore, the More Catholic Committee viewed the matter as a new design of atrocity towards Christians of Manipur. We call the immediate attention of the state and central government to look into the matter seriously. We strongly urge the concerned authority to award fitting punishment to the More police commandos who are involved in this heinous crime at the earliest time. We don't find any satisfactory term to condemn the crime and ask all right-thinking citizens to condemn it. The Kuki Inpi Technopole District made a press statement on the N. Biren Singh CM Manipur efforts to sustain foreigners' narrative with particular reference to More on 4 January 2024. The press statement reads, in the midst of ongoing radicalized Mayday ethnic cleansing of tribal Kukizo, which commenced on 3 May 2023 at Imphal, and Biren Singh, CM Manipur, has sustained the rhetoric of labeling the victims as foreigners, illegal immigrants, narco-terrorists, etc. At the close of 8 months since the inception of the communally motivated onslaught by the state forces, combined with Arambai Tingle and recently surrendered faction, UNLFP, all donning Manipur Police Commando uniforms, are at the year's end engaged in crossfire against Kukizo village volunteers at More. The press statement further states, predictably, the Chief Minister has started belting out the same old rhetoric, which he used to justify the airdrops of commandos at More, purportedly to prevent illegal immigrants who are actually refugees from Myanmar fleeing the atrocities of the military junta. Following the two ethnic entities, Mayday and Kukizo demographic transfer of populations, the former from Hill to Valley and vice versa, at Kangpopi District and Lamka District, there is a palpable peace as no police personnel from the opposing ethnic group is present. Ironically, contradicting the Union Home Minister, will for peace to prevail at Moreh, the international border town in the hill district of Tingnopal. Over 200 Manipur police commandos were dropped by helicopter. Consequently, given the atrocities committed on the civilian population by Arambay Tenggals in police uniforms and the rest of the outfits of the state forces, and following firing at the village volunteers camp, peace has become a distant dream. It is common knowledge that the CM of Manipur is duly credited for forming CORCOM, a conglomeration of secessionist Meitei Valley-based insurgent groups. The recently surrendered UNLFP, apart from the conglomeration, is now running amok in Valley, brandishing automatic weapons and heavily engaged in extortions. The VIBGs are based in Myanmar, fighting alongside the Myanmar against the pro-democracy groups, People Defense Force and the Kuki National Army, Burma. In Moreh, the surrendered UNLFP cadres wearing Manipur Police Commando uniform have been legitimized as state forces to attack the village volunteers of Moreh. The CM of Manipur is clearly engaged in international conspiracy but wishes to alter the fact by alleging the KNAB are involved in the current crossfire. It also further states that the CM manipulative streak to use Meitei forces from across the international border to legitimize the state's constitutional prerogative of law and order is astounding. In the opinion of the Kuki in Tingnopal, reference to KNAB is clutching at the last straw to divert the center's attention to keep afloat his international conspiracy narrative. Lastly, he hopes he can pull the wool over people's eyes and justify against the will of the public the presence of Manipur police commandos at Moreh, which is violent against the grain of peace. The Moreh Youth Club also issued a press release regarding condemnation over attempted murder on Peter Holkholalmate by Meitei police commandos. The press release reads, Moreh Youth Club vehemently condemns the attempted murder on assistant teacher by Meitei commandos on 30 December 2023. Peter Holkholalmate, an assistant teacher at Bethel High School, is joint secretary of the MYC Unit 4, Mission Veng, Moreh. He was at the school at Mission Veng when the Meitei commandos opened some random firing near Jehovah Jireh Children Home, which is located at about 3 kilometers from Bethel High School. Being far away from the gun firing spot, he did not hear the sounds of gunshots and was unaware of the gunfight. He was abducted by the Meitei commandos in front of the Meitei Council Moreh office while he was on his way home from Bethel High School. After finding no incriminating documents, arms, illegal items, and knowing that he was an innocent and a teacher by profession, the Meitei commandos tied his hands behind, seized his mobile phone, scooty, and locked him inside a room at Hotel Laxmi, Moreh Bazaar. They asked him to stay quiet and threatened him with dire consequences if he made any attempt to contact his family. Luckily, some locals who saw the act informed the family, following which the Meitei commandos dragged him inside the commando complex and tortured him the whole night until he fell unconscious. Taking advantage of the curfew, the Meitei commandos threw away his unconscious body at Dharamsala in the wee hours of December 31st. He gained consciousness and crawled back home. The press release further states that the Moreh Youth Club strongly condemns the dastardly and cowardly act of the Meitei commandos. This clearly shows the presence of communal elements in the name of state forces in Moreh town. Torturing innocent civilians, burning civilian houses, and unleashing terror are the routine practices of the so-called state police commandos. Provoking Kuki-Zo people by inflicting unbearable atrocities compel many people to fight against these communal forces. It is high time to remove the Meitei commandos from Moreh town and take action against those involved persons. If not, serious law and order problems will come up due to the provoking nature of Meitei commandos. Currently, Peter Mate is undergoing treatment at Lamka Hospital and is in critical condition. The District Police Department will be held responsible if Peter Mate fails to recover from his injuries. The Committee on Tribal Unity expressed its deep resentment against the latest terror perpetrated by the Meitei mob in the heart of Imphal City, a stone's throw away from the CM's residence. Around 5 houses located at New Lambulen, one of Kukizaw's oldest settlements in Imphal, Manipur, were burned to the ground last night at approximately 9:30 p.m. in what appears to be a cynical attempt by the rebellious Meitei mob. The owners of the incinerated houses are Khai Khulam Haukip, Haumang Vaipei, Lengpao Vaipei, Ronald Silho, and Thanglin Mang Kipgen. KOTU is puzzled as to why the Central Paramilitary Forces deployed there let loose the antagonistic mob to freely commit such horrendous acts under their control. Although the Central Paramilitary personnel have sealed off every inch of the New Lambulen checkpoint aftermath of the ethnic pogrom against the minority Kukizaw groups, the Meitei terrorists and mobs have managed to overwhelm them somehow. The vulnerability of the world's second-largest military has been exposed once again, raising concerns about whether they have aided the mob to carry out the arson. Such brazen disregard for the central authorities by the warmongering Meitei community is a threat to internal security and a direct confrontation with the union government. Taking a serious note on UPSPA, the committee questions the rationale behind its abrogation in the valley districts of Manipur, considering the warlike situation in these districts. Its suspension has catalyzed radical Meitei terror groups with sophisticated arms to move freely, causing a law and order issue. Cases of looting, kidnapping, killing, and extortion are rampant. Hence, the committee appeals to the Union Home Ministry to impose UPSPA in the valley districts as well for a long-lasting peace. KOTU is exhausted for words to describe the lawlessness in Imphal and the perpetual destruction and arson carried out every now and then by the majority Meiteis on properties and houses belonging to the Kukizaw communities. The lackadaisical approach of the state as well as the central government of safeguarding lives and properties belonging to the minority community is extremely deplorable at this vital crossroads. The committee, therefore, seeks the intervention of the Union Home Ministry to deploy enthusiastic and dedicated army personnel to take strict preventive measures to safeguard and protect the remaining pockets of Kukizaw settlements from destruction, illegal occupation, and theft. Otherwise, the state machinery and the central will be responsible should pyromania and wanton destruction of lives and properties in Imphal take their toll in the future. The Union Health Ministry reported 761 COVID-19 cases and 12 fatalities recorded in India within the past 24 hours. Out of the 12 deaths, 5 were from Kerala, 4 from Karnataka, 2 in Maharashtra, and 1 in Uttar Pradesh, boosting the death toll to more than 5.33 crore. 838 people have recovered from COVID-19 in the past 24 hours, which brings the total number of recoveries to 4.44 crore, reported the ministry. The national recovery rate now stood at 98% with a 1.8% fatality rate. So far, India has recorded 4.50 crore since the COVID-19 outbreak in the country in January 2020. India reported 760 new COVID-19 and 2 deaths on Thursday. The coronavirus JN.1 subvariant and cold weather conditions have contributed to the recent spike in cases. So far, a total of 511 cases of JN.1 infections have been reported in the country, with the maximum recorded in Karnataka, official sources said on Wednesday. JN.1 was classified as a variant of interest by the World Health Organization due to its fast infection rate. State and union territories are advised to maintain data and report district-wise cases of influenza-like illness and severe acute respiratory illness in all health facilities. Let's take a short commercial break.
Hi, welcome to Horeb Educational Academy, the first Cambridge International School in Manipur. If you are looking for the right school to continue class 9, we are the right place for you. Admission is open for IGCSE 2024, recognized in India as class 9 and 10.
An international education from Cambridge is about much more than developing subject knowledge. Our programmes and resources help develop learners who are confident, responsible, innovative, reflective, and engaged with society.
Cambridge International is part of University of Cambridge, UK. It is recognized globally, including India. With the support from Cambridge, we are hoping to deliver a world-class education. with technology integrated and best syllabus the town have not experienced before.
The last date of admission is 28 February 2024. To get details, visit www.horebedu.in or office at Mulung Rengkai behind Vishal Mart.
Benishal Coaching Center, admission open. Special revision course for HSLC 2024 starts on 20th December 2023, guided by former head examiners and question setters. Mega mock test starts on 15th of January 2024. Prizes for position holders: first 15,000, second 10,000, and third 5,000. Formation course starts on 10th of January 2024. Classes 5 to 10, both Boston and CBSE. Forms available at Prime Academy, Vivo near Petrol Pump. Office hour from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, please contact 9862-114233. Please contact 9862-114233.
In the name of Kuki National Organization, PS Haukip President issued a press release yesterday, January 4, to pay his tribute regarding Reverend Hayes Chungtang Thik's departure. Thik was an evangelist and the former secretary of the Evangelical Fellowship of India, Northeast Region. Thik worked to serve the EFI for 27 years, from 1988 to 2015. Haukip later mentioned how significant Thik is to him personally as well as the Kuki community. The letter includes a brief description on how Thik's work has changed many lives. He was a prominent religious leader for the tribals of Northeast India. Haukip claimed that Thik plays a significant role in bringing peace to the Kuki community, referring the Mar Sing Son class of the 1960s, where a peace agreement was signed under his initiation. Union Minister Rajkumar Ranjan Singh has written to Home Minister Amit Shah over the delimitation exercise in Manipur, which is likely to happen once the moratorium ends in 2026, if it is not postponed. Mr. Singh proposed creating a new unreserved Lok Sabha seat by combining the 8 unreserved assembly seats currently under the Outer Manipur Lok Sabha seat, which is a scheduled tribe reserve constituency. Delimitation is done to fix the boundaries of constituencies to represent changes in population, anticipating a likely increase in assembly seats from the existing 60 to 70. Mr. Singh in the letter to the Home Minister said all efforts to be made to ensure fair distribution and creation of reserved and unreserved seats. As per a report of the Indian Today Northeast, Singh's letters comes amid the ethnic tension in Manipur between the hill majority Kuki tribes and the valley majority Meiteis. The Union Minister's house in the state capital Imphal too was vandalized and set on fire by a mob in June. An indication of the assembly seats rising from 60 to 70 is likely to be controversial given the claims and counterclaims between the two communities that their population has shrunk, which could mean the community with a larger growing population may grab the additional seats. Singh represents the Inner Manipur Lok Sabha constituency. The other MP is Lorho S. Foje, who represents the Outer Manipur seat in the Boulder state that sends only 2 MPs to the Lok Sabha. In the letter, the Minister of the State for External Affairs and Education said the comprehensive delimitation exercise for parliamentary and assembly constituencies in Manipur must be based on the latest census data, biometrics, and linked with others for accuracy and authenticity. He said he has informed Shah that apart from relying on the latest census, a fair and unbiased approach should be taken without favoritism towards any community or ethnic group. The center has decided to scrap for now the free movement regime that allows people close to the Indian-Myanmar border to go 16 kilometers into each other territory without visa. The crisis in Manipur has been pinned on illegal immigrants from Myanmar crossing over to India over a matter of decades and a huge network of drug traffickers fed by thousands of acres of poppy cultivation in the hills. Editor of Manipuri daily newspaper, Huyen Lanpao, Maibam Dhana Biru was detained by a team of Imphal police on Friday morning. Till the filing of this report, the reasons for his detention has not been made public. This is the second incident within 2 months wherein a journalist in Manipur has been detained or arrested by the police. Earlier, Chief Editor of Kanglei Pakki Meira and also former President of All Manipur Working Journalists Union Wangkhemcha Siamjai was arrested by the police on charges of publishing a misleading news item. An attestation parade of 136 constables of Boulder Security Forces recruits, batch number 242, was conducted at Satish Chandra Parade Ground of Subsidiary Training Center, BSF Chorochandpur. Sonali Mishra, IPS, ADG, BSF Eastern Command, took salute of the Grand Parade as chief guest. The 136 constables who have successfully completed basic training and took oath today for their duties towards the nation. These constables have undergone 44 weeks of rigorous training in the field of physical efficiency, weapon handling and firing, map reading, file engineering, boulder management, internet security, law and human rights, etc. Akhileshwar Singh, IG STC BSF Sisipur, Vishal Rani, Commandant CI of STC BSF Chorochandpur, other prominent personalities of Chorochandpur, officers, school kids of Kendriya Vidyalaya, and media persons also witnessed the attestation parade. After the impressive parade, bands saw by band platoon of FTR Meghalaya, Dunuchi Naj and Lathi Hila of West Bengal, and PT Jamso were also shown, which were well appreciated and cherished by the spectators. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh took to microblogging site X to share his recent interaction with women groups, clubs and organizations in Sekmai and Lamsang. The event, held at the Durbar Hall of the Secretariat, saw the Chief Minister chairing discussion on various government measures aimed at maintaining harmony and implementing welfare programs across sectors. As per the report of India Today Northeast, Singh expressed gratitude for the overwhelming support from the women's community towards this initiative. Their enthusiasm, he noted, plays a crucial role in the success of government schemes and the overall well-being of the state. However, against the backdrop of escalating violence in Manipur, Singh issued a stern warning on January 3. The Chief Minister conveyed his deep distress over recent violent incidents, particularly the Lilong Chingzao firing in Taubal district. This unfortunate incident claimed the lives of 4 villagers at the hands of cadres belonging to the Revolutionary People's Front, the political wing of the Banned People's Liberation Army. The violence was reportedly linked to disputes over illegal drug trade revenue, shedding light on the grim consequences of such criminal activities. CM N. Biren Singh visited the injured at Ras Medicity and condemned the acts in a heartfelt video message, urging the people of Lilong to maintain peace. Singh stated the government stands against lawlessness, making it clear that strict measures will be taken against those who continue to take the law into their own hands. He went on to warn that the Armed Forces Special Powers Act (AFSPA) could be reinstated if the situation demands it. That is all for today's news, and have a pleasant evening ahead.